Good morning, everyone. It's like currently for me 10:59 to 11 in the morning. Working on these three New Havens, the Orleans, the Midland, and the nickname Elwood. I've given that nickname to it. Um, just fixing them all up because they all have problems. I was gonna be doing a live stream last week about this, but I ran into some other issues about doing this, and like due to time constraints, I just had to like cancel it before I was even gonna start it. So unfortunately, it's what happens, but you gotta be able to make changes and adjust. Um, let's see. Um, 42. Wow, what year was this thing created? It looks absolutely amazing. This is a 1927 New Haven Orleans model. The model was, I think, produced around 27, 28, and then 29, and I think 30. So only like 5 years, I don't know, around here. This model, from what I've seen, I can't find on YouTube. It's a kind of rare. I don't know, but based on the catalogs I've seen it in, not really that popular. But oh well. Um, let's see what's next. Why is that? The problems with this one is the rack is out of adjustment. It doesn't like to strike 12, and it also just the spring that I put in this for the chime, it doesn't have a lot of like resistance, I would say, or force to drive the movement because of how old this is. So what keeps happening is I wind it up all the way, but it barely has enough like force to move the clock due to the chime sequence. So I need to put in a different one, which means I'm going to junk that spring. Actually, I watched from Argentina. Argentina. I like that place. Ooh, I don't want to spill my coffee. As you can tell, I haven't been particularly feeling the best a while, so that's why I also canceled it last week. I've just been sick this whole January, unfortunately. I was even sick last year and December. Get rid of this thing. Get rid of that. I probably will be having a few mods drop in. Maybe, I don't know. They're mostly either late or they just don't want to be here, so that's okay. I really don't need them, just as like someone to talk to during the streams sometimes, but it's not that bad. Imagining of Christy Ghost yeah. I hate this clock so much. You're almost free. Oh, wow. Over this side. And this is actually the the gearing rigging I've done to this clock is because like right over here there's supposed to be let's see if you guys even see the light good close is right here. There was supposed to be a pin that a little spring went through the hole and held it so this would be forced down. But what ended up happening is that I put it in, it broke off, so I thought, what can I do? There's one up here, so I decided to take a different spring, wrap it around this, and it works. But because of how close the spring is to that gear for the silent and chime, it gets in the way a lot. And this thing, because it gets forced down every time, it gets out of adjustment, so I have to readjust it. And then I have to take out this chime spring because it's not good at all. It is a very complex mechanism. It's technically the smallest New Haven chime movement that's plays Westminster. They're very small. I have other movements and they're pretty large, like my Keeneger movements and my Howard Miller. What the hell are you doing? Get out of here! You know I'm live. I will throw this at you. I swear. Everyone, I'm kidding. Yeah, and unfortunately, because of recording time, my family comes by and whatnot, so, yeah. It does make it more valuable, actually. Yeah, you can actually watch Megan, so yeah.
What? You're lying.
It does make it more valuable for how old it is. The older the clock, the better at working is, the more valuable it is. It's actually pretty cool. So now I have to pick, I think. If I can stop breaking stuff. Let's see. Guess I would do right now is I would try to work on that spring because this is the one that's driving me crazy a lot. I just fixed it like at the end of December and it already needs to be realigned again. It's terrible. Let's see. So you don't want to strike. So what I do is up a small amount. Okay, let's see if this strikes 12 now. When I discovered that like fixing the clocks is when I got into working with clocks because of the mechanical adaptability of these clocks are pretty amazing. They are easy to work on if you do know what you're doing with these. Which I've taken this clock apart so many times to where I've had to fix it like more than 20 times at this point because this clock is just it's unreliable. That's how bad it is. But probably I would say late 23, early 24. That's when I started fixing these because that's when I got my first one of these mechanical clocks. I'll say I'm not really sure. It's been a long time since. So I gotta let's see. Okay, that's not good. A little more adjustment. I think I have to go down. Actually, up a little bit. A little bit more. Should be there. Okay. Sound like the spring's coming apart. Okay, that seems to be fixed now. Just out of adjustment. Now I have to put it back. You gonna stay down here or what are you gonna do? You gotta give me an answer.
I'm hanging out with my cat.
As long as he doesn't move, I don't care. I was gonna show him on stream because everyone loves him.
I can move out of the way.
No, well, later if he's still here. Must take a long time to fix them, but the satisfaction of having them fixed one must be the best part. Yeah, it is having them fixed in the end is the best part because it's a feeling of when it actually something is fixed and it actually works and you fix it yourself. It just how it's a good feeling. Something like it feels like something was accomplished. Something is returned back to normal and it was fixed. Okay, put the spring back on. The spring's always a pain. Then why don't I go get another New Haven movement? Fourth one. Yeah, I'm gonna be doing that again. It's like building a giant Lego set. Yeah, it is just like building a giant Lego set. But I'm starting off with a fully complete one. But then I realized a part broke off of it, and then I have to take it all apart just to fix one little piece of it, and then put it back together. That's what it is. That needs adjusting. Are you kidding me? I just dropped it. Oh man. Didn't I tell you I was gonna be live streaming like on Saturday or Sunday? Didn't I tell you that a few days before? I would be doing upstairs if I had a table that I could actually work on. Well. If the quality or the lights from the sun's getting away, you can just tell me. Then I'll try to fit it again. Okay, that's back. Alright. I don't know how much spring tension's in this spring. Apparently a lot. But yeah, the spring's junk, so I have to replace the spring. And I actually have to find a good one spring first. I got candidates. There's another one. Alright. I'm guessing out of most of these springs, it's pretty bad. What the heck happened with quality? Oh no, quality's fine. I don't understand what's wrong with the quality of my phone. My other phone. I'm watching this on the time mentioning the comments. So I have about um 5 springs here, and one of them's a strike spring. That's a strike, so I can't use that because of how small it is compared to a normal spring, and then the strike spring, you can just see the difference between the two. So I know that's off that. But then one thing is to consider is the chime spring, it winds counterclockwise, and while the time spring, it winds clockwise. So I have to put that into account. Feels like seeing my college lecture, and now it's taking up the whole table. Trying to do my best. Yeah. So I have to figure out which one winds counterclockwise and which one winds clockwise, because then I can put that in. I think I already put one in here. That's a 2. If I'm not wrong, I think. Let's see, where is my other one? Let's see, if this is the 2, then I know that that is the correct one. That should be not into that one. Hate this because then there's now 2 other springs exposed that are wound. It sucks. So either one can go off in my hand and it could hurt my hand pretty bad. I've seen it happen before. It's happened to me to where one of these springs it let go and it damaged my hand. It hurt pretty dang bad. So there it is. Let's see. Okay, so that was 2. And that's 3. So now that one is the one that winds that way. I need one that winds counter. So I have to figure out A. What the hell was A? Oh well, I have to figure this one out. Just put them back in. Oh, hello, Raptor. I said that a few mods would be popping in and out throughout the day. Megan, Raptor, that's okay. The one on the card. Don't say his name on stream. He doesn't like it. Yep. Hey, Brent, welcome in. I am being careful with these springs. They are pretty dangerous because they do explode in the hand and they do hurt pretty darn bad. But what I'm trying to figure out right now is which one of these wind clockwise and which ones wind counterclockwise, because I have to put in a different chime spring because the one that was in here just sucks. It's not good. Let's see, because it doesn't make sense. That doesn't make sense, Raptor. Because I'm trying. I don't know what doesn't make sense for you. Okay, this is probably the one that winds this way. That's a solid hit. And then I try to wind it this way. It doesn't work. So this spring, junk. I'm gonna put it into a bag and I'm gonna say junk springs since I'm not gonna throw it out. That's not good. That's not a good thing to do. Next one, let's see. This one. Okay, it doesn't seem to wind that way. Okay, this one seems to wind clockwise, so I'll put that in this category. Here's what it's from. The one that's supposed to say swing thing has nothing to do with me at all. Yes, they hurt. As you know, I almost lost a fingertip when one broke. Ooh, that's so bad. Ouch. I had a last year's stream. I think it was the uh one I did on the 16th rather than the 15th. It was for my anniversary stream. I was working on a little clock that had a little bell with it, and one of the springs it kept breaking. The ratchet kept breaking off, and it kept hitting the key back into my hand, and it almost felt like it almost dislocated my finger whenever I did it. It was bad. Seriously, must have been painful. Wow, it was. I had my finger stuck in ice water or something and numb it. Oh my god, that was so bad. I'm so sorry, Brad. I'm sorry. What I'm doing right now, I'm just changing out this spring for this clock, make it run better. I'm figuring out which one winds clockwise and counterclockwise. This one seems to do. Let's see. Doesn't really seem to do much either way. Alright, that's probably a junk spring as well. Thing. So we're down to these two. Well, this last one. And this one has a letter C carved into it, so I'm not sure. It does something. Doesn't do something. Okay. Oh. Okay. Alright. Yeah, it's a feeling you'll never forget. Yep. Engraved into a memory that it never seems to go away. It sucks. And oh my goodness, literally the highest like the pain tolerance for stepping on Lego brick, it's so bad. I've done it so many times. You know, it's actually a good Home Alone trap if you think about it. Just put Legos all where the doors are, and yes, when people, even if they're wearing boots or something, it would be pointless. But yeah, it would be pointless too. But just imagine stepping on it. Even your hands stepping on them, it hurts too. It's so bad. Welcome in, I'm sorry, I can't pronounce your username badly. I'm just repairing some clocks, and I picked up my spring and we putting back into it. I place it out, so now I have to put it back in. I love this clock too. For actually $48, the best purchase I've ever made. And then I poured more than that, like 4 times into that, trying to get it working better. And then I'll just put it back together, make sure it fully works, and then I'll move on to the 2 other clocks I'm working on. One of them's easier, which I'm going to work on, and then the other one's kind of a hard issue I'm trying to look at. If anyone else has worked on with these New Havens, then I would probably see why. This one, it's always these are always just a pain. They cause the infamous movements that always just never work. I have to loosen that up a little bit. Let's see here. I don't actually have a letdown tool. I don't. I know I really should get one, But what I normally do is the safest option is I always just let a clock down run down all the way down to where I can move the springs back and forth because they always have like a little bit of play when they're fully wound down, and then that's when I know they're all safe to take apart. It takes days on end, and it's not the best way to do it, but it is the most practical way for me. I know they're probably not that expensive, I guess, but uh, it works. And oh, I just got the spring in. Joking. If anyone saw that Seth Thomas mantle I did recently saying why it's running down to an end, it's because it gives me too many problems. But I never really explained what all the problems are with that clock. The biggest one is that movement. No matter how many times I try to regulate it, it won't keep time. The bow spring is probably shot or something. It just won't anymore. So that's why I've decided to let it down fully. No spring power in it. And that way, it's better sitting with no string power than it doing just running. Probably in the future, I'll look into either getting it fixed or I'll replace it where it's sitting on a shelf with two different clocks, maybe. I don't know. I'm out of money, so no new clocks for a while, unfortunately. Yeah, just letting it sit with the springs down is the best thing to do because instead of it just not doing anything with spring power, it's better to let it sit because the gears are able to move freely rather than being with tension and they're not moving for a long time, which would cause excess wear to the springs, I believe, to where they would like work, but then they wouldn't work best. Just like the car, the best thing to do for a car if you're gonna let it sit for a while is to raise it up on jacks and then let the suspension just droop down is the best thing to do for a car if you're gonna let it sit for a while. I think this is ready to go. I just have to wind it and hopefully it can kick back on me. Yep, they'll get set. Yeah, welcome to the plot too. Yeah. One question for you guys: is the quality okay on my phone? Because on my other phone, when I'm watching this playback to answer comments, the quality is not good at all. Like, of the quality of the stream, that's what I'm questioning real quick. Now I have to. Forgot. I have to tighten down these, or else the springs will come loose. All right, that's good. I just wanted to see if the quality was like cutting out or anything because my other phone I'm playing it back. It doesn't seem okay. So yeah. Thank you, Brett. Let's see here. It should work just fine. I'm sure. Hopefully, it should strike 12 from this one. Alright, strike 12. So now we know that this is now fixed. Now put in a better spring. I'll wind up all the way when it's in the case to make sure it doesn't explode in my hand while I'm here, because well, I always test it in between stages because it's better to do that than testing it once, then putting it all back together and then testing it and then it doesn't work. Then you have to take it all apart again, which is annoying for this clock. It does get fuzzy at some points. Yes, I know it does a lot. I've dealt with that so many times in other live streams. It's not good. They always get bad like that. Yeah, I know it's kind of fuzzy. I guess I know it's bad. The quality where I am right now, my router's all the way on the other side of the house where I am right now, so I could move over to the dining room, but I don't know if I really want to. So let's see. Now what I gotta wonder is if I put this in, will this spring stick out and push it back? You leaving?
Yeah.
Alright. It's my cat still over there. Oh, oh, come on. I just put that in. One thing I just don't like about New Haven is how close everything is. Because this the gear, and then there's like the little rack piece right there that drops down for the snail. It's so close that it causes interference sometimes, and I just can't figure out what's it better to fix it with. So, oh well. As long as it doesn't stay out of adjustment, then okay. After like, speaking of talking about other live streams, another one I did not too long ago was a record stream. But then I found out at the end that it was got copyright issues because I played the Beatles, which and some other records, which was big no with YouTube. So that's why that went down for a while. But I got sorted out to where you can listen to the Beatles for once, and that's it. Alright, what do you want? Yeah, I do some Xbox just because I don't have like Game Pass one because they're like one, it's so expensive. It's just I don't much. I only really have single player games. Oh my god, what does he want? There. Yes, I do. The stream looks fine to me on this quality from my phone, so I'm not sure. I think it's just like an internet thing, whatnot. Uh, my god, can everyone just stop making noise for 5 seconds? Freaking stain. Oh well. So let's see here. Where? Oh, here it is. Okay. Oh, Neo. Oh man. Well, there goes my cat. Wow, my stream. Yeah, but when you end a stream, YouTube makes it stream vid HG. Ah, yeah. Yeah, it does. It turns it all into HD, so it doesn't like seem like drops in quality. So hopefully it should be okay. Now time to put this back in, which is a pain because this one, no matter how many times I try to tighten this one little screw right here, it just always loose. Try to tighten it, never, it's never tight, no matter what I do. Let me try to fix that. Well, my captor 6428. Welcome to the stream I'm doing. Let's see here. I'm just trying to fix New Haven because they've been sitting for 2 weeks, having problems trying to make them all work. Just feel like a flu season is going around again at my school. I feel like a lot of people are sick, and then I got the worst of it not too long ago, to where I actually had to stay home. It got so bad where I think I had like an ear infection in both ears, to where I had like pressure build up in the ears, and then I couldn't hear good. It was not fun at all to do it. It just was terrible. I know one of my mods. They go to the same school I go to right now. They they got a little sick too. I don't, not the one that's on here right now. One of my other mods. Let's see. Find this one too. Yeah, I'm gonna say, is this clock just so slapped together with like little bits and pieces? It's amazing that it's able to run like this at all. It's slapped together on like hopes and dreams. It's it's horrible. Both to school. Yeah. Oh no, that's funny. Oh yeah, the quality just dropped. It was so bad. It still seems fine on my end. Yeah, my camera does it just fine. I might take a few minutes, go look at the Howard Miller for a little bit. That's in my living room, see if my quality gets any better. Because so let's go and look at it real quick. I'm gonna take you guys with me real quick. I don't joke, I kind of need a new tripod, because I don't think my tripod it's supposed to do that. I don't think it's supposed to do that. So I need a new tripod. And then here's the next clock. I'm working on it. Later, Brent. Winding day for you, just like it was for me. Just wound my Howard Miller. See you later. Moving over to here. This guy. I already wound this guy a lot. This is my favorite clock by far. Then no people really ask me how to take out the panels, but this is glass. It's a bit of a pain because it's glass, not plastic. Take out the panel. Here's the movement for this. Clocks by far best 140 ever spent for this, because I can't say how beautiful this clock is. It's just amazing. This was brand new when I got it. Not in a box, just brand new. All the never there it goes. Now the quality got so bad. I don't know. Quality or reconnects, but oh well. Moving back over to New Haven. Let's go back to working on the Orleans. Janky tripod setup. Put that right here. Alright. Can I really just damage this clock anymore? I'm asking myself. Oh yeah. Quality never got any better. And apparently my phone is way behind. Yeah, quality never got any better. God, I need more space. Do I have all 4 or do I only have 3? I need 4 to put this back together. Found it. Got it. Got the piece. And after this, I have to listen to the clock. I have to listen to its beat going back and forth. So that's what kind of sucks about this. Maybe not wanting to fit. Okay. Usually I would start cursing right about now, but on stream can't, unfortunately. Yeah, that's how much I hate working on this clock so much. I love the clock, love the rods and all this. Just, I hate working on it. It's so stupid. I got that one. I wish I could get you guys closer, but then I need room to work, so. This is not my first time doing the stream, well, on stream trying to fix the Orleans. It's not. I have another one of testing it, but the whole entire time, I made myself kind of look like an idiot. Because if you go back, I said I was having trouble taking off the hour hand of the movement when I put it on, so I just put it on a different rack. Well, actually a different snail. And then I was able to pry it off because it had gunk on it. So I got that off, and then when it popped off, apparently what happened is it slid under a clock, and I never noticed it. So then what happens? I lit like 3 times, just pausing and looking around for it, thinking it fell on the ground somewhere. Tore my whole room trying to find it, and I couldn't find it. And then I went back after I did this and watched the stream, and I saw it slid under it. I'm like, Jesus. It was. It's a little secret, I say to myself, but now you guys can go find it. It's dumb. One of those days I'll go back and I'll go back and I'll rewatch that. Loose and can you hear if I show you guys, get you guys more closer to this? You can hear it running pretty good right here. I don't understand why the quality it's so terrible on my other phone. I'm not sure why. It seems just fine right over here. I'm not sure why. So, but yeah, it works. Alright, let's see here. Oh, hello, Jace Clocks. How have you been? I've just been cussing on stream about working on this New Haven. I hate it a lot. Just trying to get it working better after this. It's It's okay. Unfortunately, he wants the entire stream today. That's okay. It's okay. People just pop on and pop off. It's okay. No, there's nothing wrong. Don't be upset by it. Nah, I screwed that up. Wait, no, I didn't. I wonder where my mod is. I wonder if my mod's still here, I'll have to do an app mod thing. Oh, I forgot. Too close to one of the 15-minute strike periods. Get you guys closer for this one. You see, it's out of power, so I just, You guys are now going to be my witness. You guys are now going to be able to see this clock strike 12, saying it was actually worked. But if this doesn't work, I'm going to throw this outside where the snow is in the cold, so it can appreciate what it has inside. It's a joke. I'm not actually going to do it. Why is it doing that? Let me just fix it. Oh. Well, that fell off, okay. Well, I gotta find where that little thing went. But now I have to tighten down these screws on these 4 screws. Not to tighten them to get this to run, and I have to tighten them very hard against the case to basically squish it like a sandwich, so that whenever I wind it, it doesn't suddenly decide to just turn. And after this, we can move on to the Minlin, or I gave it the nickname Elwood. You guys decide. One of them has a bigger issue than the other, and the other one's harder to fix than the other one. You guys can decide which one we should work on. Oh, I should work on next. And yeah, also, it actually just snowed yesterday. Well, I wouldn't say snowed yesterday. I would say snowed a little bit Friday, I guess, or something. I don't know. It's just snow, whatnot. It's just snow. Not really that big of a deal. It makes it still runs good. Yeah, still runs. So, let's do this then. Alright, hold on real quick. Let's see. You can't, just scratch that. Yeah, 3's good enough. Done. We'll set this aside for right now. I'll get back to it. Because I've learned is that if you just go take breaks and do something else, it won't get, and then you just come back to it. You'll actually want to work on it. Rather than you're working on it all the time, then you're done, then you don't want to do anything else. That's what I found out. It works out pretty great. So I'll just take all the Orland stuff, pop it out of the way. Then you guys get to decide what I have to work on next. Alright, let's work on that Elwood next. This one's a little easier. One strikes, it works, just... And then if I do this, just put that to 11. It will kind of strike, but then it won't strike. It will only do 11 and then 1, that's it. Or it can be off by many hours. I don't know. This clock, it's giving me so many problems. So let's see. So it did 11. Supposed to strike 12 instead of 1, so there's issues with this. So let's just start taking it apart. I know for a fact what the issue is with this clock is the bracket is not aligned anymore and it's causing issues. And then the other issue is it's just running out of beat. It's not in beat with it, so it keeps on running out of beat. And then if you can kind of see is there's actually Hermley hammers on this to make it sound better than this. You can tell a difference. Oh well. Let's start taking this one apart. This pendulum bob, it's actually kind of interesting. It's not like the normal ones. So this probably was a different came from a different clock or probably a different era. I don't know. Probably Ingram, I guess. I'm not sure. I don't know much about that. Still, when I actually did the video on this clock, I was actually rushing to get it done so much. I was supposed to do it a week before, but I was gonna do the Orleans movement in it as a part movement to get it working because the other one I had issues with the strike. There's a pin in it to stop it from continuously striking, and it would just continually strike. So I took out that spring, and then it worked. And then I ran into issues with the thing, like the pin that holds all the hammers on in one place to where it can like rotate off it. I ran into it to where it was gummed up to where it wouldn't allow the hammers to work, but then the old one did. So what I did is I snapped off that pin and then snapped off the other one, and then it actually worked. But kind of not good. So what happening is this second to last hammer, the one that has the Hermley lifter on it, is it would cut it when it did because of how close this chime barrel is from the 2 points to when it does the second note highest and then that like this. It would just do this and then that, and then it would lift up. It would just go like this, but it wouldn't hit it all the way, and then it would hit it for the second one. It kept running into that issue with it, which it got so annoying. So I filed it away at it a little bit, and now it works. It drops the hammer too early, but it works. And I'm out of time with it, so oh well. Now I just have to carefully take off this, and we're done. And remember, this is the 30 to 32 with the help from Snowstorm, which they're still around. They are still around. I will say that because she keeps leaving comments on my channel, which I'm happy. Hiding in the shadows, I'll say. But she still has her record channel, which she's active every day on, which is nice. So that's why. And now it's 12. Nice. I probably can hear it in the background, maybe. Kind of. I don't know. Okay then. That came out so much easier without a fight. I'm surprised. This there's two pieces to this. Is the outer ring that holds in the glass, the inner piece that holds the movement, and then the actual dial. These two are sandwiched together with screws. But with this is that these two would rotate separately, so I put like pieces of wire in between these two to hold them in place, and then screwed it on from here, which this works so good. Was actually planning on taking this and put this in the Orleans because the other one has screws that are like shipped out and don't work good. So this one probably my easiest to work on, I would say. Now I just have to figure out why the rack is like misaligned. And probably the reason why it's misaligned is because the snail's misaligned. That's probably why. So let's set this to 12. Let's see. Okay, that should be 12. I'm not so sure about that. Yeah. Hello, name, 636. Yes, this is a clock movement I am working on. I'm just looking at the face. Eventually, when this will show, it will show up. Oh, come on. Surprisingly, now that I took it out, it's working well. This is a 1930 to 1932 New Haven, which is a clock company that was in New Haven. I don't remember New Haven, Connecticut. I don't remember that much about this, my history of New Haven. All I really know is it was a clock company, but it's America, so this is entirely American stuff. The It is very tough. This is a very complex movement compared to a Hermle or a Kieniger movement. Very old design. It's pretty crazy to think this still works in this 26. I don't really understand this, but its complex is the chime and strike side are completely different from each other, and the time side's over here, and then the chime sides is in the middle, and then strike side's on the side. They're independently controlled, but one of them has like a little thing that like lifts up to activate one side, and then it activates the other side. Um, yes, the strings behind it are what tell time. Kind of. the hands are actually what tells the time with this. A minute, hour hand, go on like that. So then right now I could say, oh, it's 9 right now. Let's say that. Um, I'm not making it. I'm just repairing it. Because it's not working correctly, so I have to fix it. But now it's not. It's working just perfectly fine. So I'm not sure why it's doing that. uh, I'm gonna take a break real quick, and I'll leave you guys real quick. I will be right back. Gotta go do something real quick. All right, I have returned. Just needed to get a few cough drops. Cough drops. It is a pretty tough and reliable movement. I'm saying that now, even though I know how far behind my phone is with updating this, because right now it's 12:09. It's probably like 3 minutes behind of what it usually is. But hey, that's what it does to all of them. They're all run behind what they actually is doing. So I'm gonna figure out why this doesn't want to work properly. It means I gotta run it again and again and again so it actually does what's going on with it. Yeah, I do have a cold. Yeah, I've been sick for the entire month of January, unfortunately. There's the issue I'm running into. It's not a very serious cold. I had pressure and ear infection in both ears that caused me to like have not being able to hear well out of both my ears. Then and then I just had the sore throat, and that's stuffy nose, can breathe the best. But now I'm feeling much better. But that's why a lot of my stuff was delayed trying to do all this. I was sick for so long, but I just had to keep pushing, trying to keep getting through it. You could try turmeric with milk or honey or ginger tea. Yeah, I think I could try to see if it could help. I will keep that in mind. I've heard an old clock like the sound, tick tock, tick tock. Yeah, so many people do. I don't fall off, please. All right, why is it doing this? Gotta figure out why. Probably what I'm gonna do is probably take this off, and I'm going to realign the rack. And I'll see if that makes a difference. Which I have to be careful because it has a spring on it. That spring is so annoying. Yeah, thank you. I'm trying to get better, but it's just so hard with this cold. It's horrible. It sucks. Let's get this off. Okay. Okay, let's see. I have to put this back the way it was when I took it off. So let's see. Oh. I fell off. Okay, well that's better. I did actually go to what I have by my house, urgent care. And they did look at it. It doesn't seem that bad. I took antibiotics for 10 days and no more ear problems. So yay with that. um, anything else I got? And then it's just like the remaining cold symptoms I have. They aren't that bad. This is not my sickness. It's now getting worse. It comes and goes. How about a prayer cost? Just swiftly go through it because I know what I'm doing. I'm not like in and out of consciousness, but yeah, it was a while. I couldn't even get out of my bed if I wanted to. If I even decided I wanted to, it was a big no-no. I couldn't even get out of my bed for a while. I just laid in my bed all day. It was bad. Oh. Thank you. Now I gotta see this spring. Or I could just say screw it to the spring. I got other ones. Bingo. Let's see. Oh, that one's stiff. Yeah, so, the clocks, they kind of just have to wait to be looked at. So kind of they just slow down and whatnot. I have a different rack here to fix it with. So it's stuck. Let's see. Am I even moving it? How long have I been repairing clocks? I've been repairing my own clocks since end of 23, beginning of 24, I'll say. Don't really know how long I've been actually repairing them, it's been a pretty long time actually. See if I have to put a spring in this or not. I hope I don't have to because the springs are terrible. Let's see. Alright. Not again. Modern clocks are far from they are far different from these old clocks. Very different. Mm-hmm. It does look very neat in the front. In the back, it's a whole different thing. It's what actually makes all the noises and the notes for them. That's why I'm able to do the jar with this. Bells of Jara with this. That's why. Uh, it is very cold here. We are actually in a little bit of a freeze for a little bit. Yeah, and once it was actually like -18 here. That's when I did those cold starts on my channel, which apparently people actually really like cold starts. I'm actually surprised. What the hell was that? Hold on. Huh. I don't know. I don't know what that noise was. Weird. Weird. You guys heard that noise? Yeah. Something made a noise over by my fireplace. I don't know what it was. Probably something fell. I don't know. Now I gotta see if this actual rack is the perfect one for it. I'll I checked. I'll probably rewatch the stream and I'll see where it came from. If it was like an animal or something, then I will. works. Yeah. I never knew anything about New Haven. When I first got my New Haven Orleans with the first movement it I had no idea what I was doing with it. And then it broke catastrophically. And then I got a second one. And then it did the same thing. It broke again. But now, because I took it apart and looked at it, see how it works, I now know how to actually work on these now. Just because I learned on how to work with them. Um, it's pretty crazy to see how many things you can learn just by looking at it, take some time, learn about it, and working on it. It's fascinating, really fascinating, and it is now working again. I'm pretty happy with this. This should go back in very easily, and then I'll put it back, and then we'll be able to hear it working, chiming actually, and then striking. Gotta put the face back on it, though. That was the difficult part. I wouldn't consider myself a genius. I would say I'm far from a genius. I only know how to work on clocks. That's it. In a dying industry, I'll say that. And remember, Howard Miller, they left because of tariffs, and people just don't want clocks anymore. Not even really much furniture. That's why they went out of business. It's sad. The hour hand. What's this big thing? That thing wasn't there. Oh. If I was a viewer, I would say, yeah, believe me, I've lost my temper on a lot of these clocks a lot of the time, but I never show it. It's just I never show it because it's not good. Yeah, but the thing that I know for a fact is that when I'm losing my temper, that these are expensive. So either sometimes I take a piece of wood and I go outside and I smash that, because they're expensive. It's so hard to find parts, and the clocks, they go so much. It's insane. that happens. It's sad. That's why you always gotta be careful when working on these. Where's the hole? There's the hole. All right. And sometimes when I have lost my temper on something, I would just stop working on them entirely. I would either put them somewhere else where I don't see them, and then when I feel like I can work on it again, I would then work on them, rather than causing damage to them. That's how I do it. It's not the first time I've never said it before, but it actually has happened that clocks have broken because of me. They have happened before, and there'll probably be a clock story one day about it. But why are some of these clocks broken? Yeah. I actually do think my camera is actually, my phone is not aligned with the live stream anymore. I think it's just, forgotten about it or something. I don't know. Let's see. How far is it? Oh, it actually is. There it goes. Now it's live. Okay. I'm sorry that I can't see much about it. Just trying to screw it in. Sometimes you gotta focus on it a lot. It's better to do that than showing. And the screw won't go in. Darn screw. And I think for the when you're working with such things, there's no need to hide your temper. If you knew, it would be lie. Well, I kind of have to hide it a little bit, or else it would come off as annoying. But actually, I'm gonna show something new I got. Actually, for Christmas a little bit. Because I got a new electronic screwdriver precision set. And I finally get to use it while working on these clocks. It's so nice. So I can finally start using that to work on these. Let's see, we need this bit and this. It's an electronic screwdriver. And it has a little light feature, which is really nice. Just don't overload it or else it'll beep, and then you have to charge it. Is my battery dead? Right, let's see. Alright, time to do the other screw, which I'm gonna have to light. Okay. The electric screwdriver, it's really, really handy. I like it a lot. It comes with all these very different bits on both sides. It's really handy for all these different types of screws. Like those pesky security screws, the one that have the little nub in the center of them, that's a Torx bit. Those are so annoying. I hate those. Oh, hello JJ. Welcome to the stream. Just working on this New Haven right here. Yeah, these New Haven movements, they're always just a pain to work on. They never work because of how old they are. For what I found, they're just a pain to work on for me. They never worked. One of them that has worked on a lot, like one that I've been infamous for fixing so many times, is my Orleans. The one that's sitting over there on my coffee table. It just never wants to work. It's just pain. Let's see. Back to yeah, I've seen about the clock tower you work on. It's really nice. It's really interesting. I wish that I had a clock tower where I live, but we're just a small, tiny little town, so not really a clock tower. There's a water tower that was on top of I think an old mail where our post office was. But that's literally the only interesting thing. That's it. Okay, now I need to figure out if this is in beat or not. Okay, I should have started and untightened these. There we go, now it's in beat. Wow, that's a lot. I'm I'm impressed. That's crazy. There's only like a few I've seen uh, being where I am, and not really the closest. I mean, I visited a clock tower, but it's not like I don't think it's an actual clock tower, but it was wrapped in Christmas lights over Christmas. I got a photo of it, but I've never actually shown it yet. I have to show it soon. Uh, hello. Sorry. Hello. Welcome to the stream. Just working on this New Haven clock over here, trying to get to work better, and then. Are you kidding me? Yeah. Wow, that's insane. Those are amazing. Cough drop. Wait, I'm broke as well too. So I've been just working with the stuff I have. Be careful. They still exist. But, I mean, example, the Big Man that still exists. That's a good start. Like the infamous one. Alright, that's good enough. Let's see, okay. Let's give it a test. Oh. Let's restart that. It's out of bounds, but it works. I'll get you guys a close-up of this. Don't do that. You'll break the suspension spring, which is hard to find. Take you guys. I'll get you guys close-up of this working. Still. Okay, I have more work to do with this clock, but I guess I'll set this to the side and move on to another one, then we'll get back to this one. And then the Orleans. We'll just keep working on different ones until all three of them are fixed. I'll be here for hours, I guess. Well, what's my battery? Uh-oh. Oops. I just kicked my tripod by accident. Oops. Sorry about that. Let's see, what percent is it? Oh, 51. Oh boy. I might have to cut this short a little bit. Oh well. But let's work on the Midland while I still have time, because that has the biggest issue about out of the mall. I can't figure out why. Ugh. So this is a 1928 Midland. New hit, same movement like the rest of them. 5 rod. That's why these clocks are very did he fall? No, the tripod didn't fall. Just the phone got knocked around. The biggest issue this has is it won't stop chiming on its own. It will just keep chiming no matter what. I'll show why. And then when it does sit, it won't. He probably does on. It does it on the 15-minute. There it goes. Yeah, I would say this clock is kind of heavy to work on, but that's why I'm able to take the movement out of it. Same design, just like the Orleans, just a little bit different rods. And speaking of the Orleans, that's right over there. It's a that one. It's came with steel rods rather than those other rods. So see you later, JJ. Thank you. Thank you for the luck. I'm gonna need it. This one's gonna be a difficult one. Why is this not coming off? Do I have a music box? I kind of do have a music box. It came with my 1980s Ray Gula cuckoo clock, a musical one. Though the music box portion of it was it never worked with the clock. But I do have it. And I could go and show it if you would want me to. I would have to go get it. Yeah, music boxes, they are a little expensive. The good ones, the very good ones are. I will, I'll be right back. I will go and get that little music box. At least I don't know what the songs are on it, so. Still going on. Can I go down at one? Alright, I found it. This is the music box right here. Not in the not in there. The fly fan is kind of missing on it. So I guess I'll just play it. Can't really see it, but I'll play it. I don't know what the songs are, but it's nice. One day I will get that Cuckoo Clock Repair with the music box working with it. I have all the pieces, just I don't know how to be able to get it back to working. Like I can repair a clock, but I can't repair a music box with a clock. Yeah. You're welcome. I've been wanting to show it on stream for a while now. Yeah. Let's see. See these other two. Do the music box only have one song? They have two songs in them. They're very, very short. Some music boxes, they can only have one song per cylinder. This one is just short enough to have two. I remember I did have a one so many years ago. I don't know what happened to it. It's been missing for years, and it had one song in it. I don't remember what it was. I remember my parents, they remember it a lot, especially my mother. She does as well. But yeah, some music boxes, they come with two songs or mostly one song if they're like a tradable cylinder for it. Then they can be like a one song or a two song. That's all I really know. If I don't break that. Why is that not working? That's why I have these films on. They already come pre-pinned with the music box. With each music box, they each the drum and the comb, they each come played together. Because different music boxes come with different pins, and each one of these combs is well, I don't know, pins or combs. I think it's combs. I think they're tuned to the melody of these music box drums. Because if I was to put a different one on here, it would sound lowered or higher pitched, but it would still play the same melody. So they are mostly the same, I would say. But they always come like they already have like the songs pre-integrated on them, like already pre-done. Yeah, kind of like it. I dropped the washer somewhere. I don't know where it went. Where did it go? Oh man. Where did it go? I need that. No. No, I don't have it on me, so that's okay. A clock and music, because a clock is kind of like a music box. It plays a preset melody every 15 minutes and then an hour. It is kind of just like it. It's pretty cool. Oh, God. Okay. Pin, paper pin. Okay. Washer and hour hand. Well, minute hand, then hour hand. Alright. Yeah, I dropped one of these crush washers that's supposed to go plate, then crush washer, then nut. I don't know where it went, but I'm gonna need one of them if I could retighten this, so I'm gonna have to look for it. Which sucks, is because I'm downstairs and I don't know. There's a lot of places where it falls, unfortunately. I have before. I talked about it a while ago in the same stream, saying is I dropped when I was working on the Orleans over there. The mini hand got stuck on, so I was trying to pull it off with pliers, and then I pulled it off, and then it slid. Apparently, when I dropped it, it slid underneath the clock, and I never noticed until I looked back in the stream. And then I did it multiple times where I tried finding it and I couldn't find it. I made myself look I'm like I was stupid. It was yeah, you can still watch the stream and you'll see it. It's dumb. Clock got angry with paper slime. I guess it did a little bit. Though I didn't slam it on the table. It just kind of slipped from my hands. That should be all of them. Everything's falling apart. Yeah, I should place like a white cloth underneath the whole thing so I can see if pieces fall. It would help so much. It's stuck. Not pieces, it's stuck. It won't come out. It's why these things, they're just so tight, so complicated. There it goes. So here's the front of the Minlin. This one, it's the same exact one as my Orleans. Just the same. Just a tiny bit different. No spring that goes around. And that's the little pin I was talking about that broke off. So, yeah. So this has an issue to where it just won't stop chiming on its own. And I've addressed it so many times before, but I can't figure out why it just keeps doing that. Let's see if there's pieces here. No, I don't think it does. Yes, these New Havens, they really test my patience with all these clocks. It's it's frustrating. All the clock movements are all the same with these 3 clocks I'm working on. They're all New Havens. They're all the same. I'm gonna look for that piece. Oh, hey, I found it. And oh God. I found it. I found the little washer. I just couldn't see it from where I was sitting. Alright, let's continue working on this. Got to find. Oh, there's 4. There's 4. Don't figure out why it's doing this. Why is. It did. Alright. Now, the issue having this, I wish there were some other clock people in here to look at this. Is what happens is this piece right here, it lifts up from this piece right here. So this, it's supposed to come to a rest when it drops into that little slot right there, the one that I can move. Let's see, the little piece to see where the slot it's moving. That's where this piece is supposed to drop down to stop the movement. For some reason, it doesn't stop. And it continues chiming, and then it stops on the 15-minute. It sounds like it's like clunking, and then it actually stops. It's so bad. I don't know why it keeps doing this, but I'm gonna put pressure on it and see what happens. Come on. You see, it did that. It just again, and then but it didn't stop. So it's an issue. I don't understand why it keeps doing that. I would have to consult people who actually know why it does this. So my solution is rubber bands. They work every time. Break it. This one was already broken. Clock has hair? What? It's just dirty. It's just dirty. It needs a clean. It's old, very very old. The patent was from the oldest from January 1st, 1918 to the last was December 25th, 1923. That was the patent between these. They're still pretty old. Now it works just fine. So I'm probably gonna have to put this on a back burner and see what's going on with this. But I'm gonna dig into it a little bit more and figure out why it wants to just do this. Let's see. What happens if I unloosen this? Oh, these are the hammer lifters. That's what happened. That's where you were saying. Sorry. Uh, these are what lift up the rods, and my Orleans when I had the first two movements, when I had the second one, the back piece that holds the chime rods onto it fell out, and then it broke them off so then I got pissed off about it. I was I was like, screw this New Haven. I was so pissed. And then I just sat for like 4 months after that to figure out what happened. And then not so long ago, I was looking on eBay. The movement came up. It was a 5 rod. And bam, here's where it is today. Three movements have been in this clock so far. They aren't even produced anymore. And New Haven, I think, quit in 80s or 90s. That's all I know. They were a very good American clock company. That's why these things last so long, because they're America. They just last. So, kind of. Let's see. Okay, push down on that and then turn. That's what it should do. Please excuse me, I will be right back. Alright. Alright, I'm back. Yeah, probably did. You're a genius back then. But then I don't know if they realized how long these would last and how many problems they would give. The Harley ones are just better designed, but they're just not the best reputation, but they work. Let's see if this does anything. I don't think it will, though. Let's see. Okay, moved over. I do not sell any of these clocks. My clocks are not for sale. I buy them, I oil them, I put them in the collection, show them, and then I do collections, and then move on. What the hell? Why? Yeah, it is a hobby. But instead of a hobby now, it's kind of turned more into like a job on YouTube, unfortunately. Uh, Uh, yep. FNAF reference. Yep. Damn it. Yeah, that's where I want it. I think this is out of needs a better one. Alright, let's sort through the part spin for this. For me? It's not snowing outside for me yet. Would be later this afternoon. Alright, this bush unit's destroyed. Gotta get another one. Get that out of there. Nope. Maybe. Yeah, they are expensive to repair and expensive to sell. Alright, let's see. I think I got another one in here. No, I think I got two. Alright. Let's see. This one, I think this one's a garbage one. Oh yeah, this one's garbage. Let's see. This one's perfectly fine. Nice. Let's use this one. A little lifter that lifts up and tells the movement to stop chiming. Let me check and see how much long my phone has. 43. I'm okay for a little bit longer. Okay. It's supposed to be down more. Right there. Yeah. I hope. I've just been sick forever. Thankfully, it's not contagious. That's the thing. That's the one biggest thing I'm happy of. It's not contagious, because that would be the worst thing ever. Okay. Let me just let me do this. So now you be able to see better. Sorry about that. I didn't realize that. Should probably go and reheat this. It's my coffee from this morning. This should work. Should have enough on it. Let's put it in for a minute. Let's see how long that lasts. Yo, what's up?
Oh, you're done?
No.
Okay. Get a snap.
No, pretty cool. Yep. They are hard to find. People really just stopped making them because not many people were just interested in class anymore. No line. As long as you're quiet, okay? Alright. Okay. Still got more issues. Yeah, it's kind of working again. Needs just a little bit more adjustment. Just tiny, tiny adjustment. Oh, hello, Briggs. Okay. Cold out there. No, I didn't. Okay. Fix it again the way. Okay, that was supposed to stop, so. Anyway, no, I haven't, because it's just been too cold. Way too cold out to do anything. Let's go up. No way, it actually seems to work. See you later. Yeah, I'm really hoping we get more snow in the States. Well, actually in Illinois, actually. What? What? We did get some snow in Illinois, but never a lot. I'm happy where we are. It never snows. Really just snows fun. Yeah. I went to Vegas when it was like winter and it was just hot. It's never like it. My father actually lived in Vegas for 4 years, and the only time it rained in Vegas was 2 times in 4 years. It's never been like it's crazy. Never was actually any snow. I'm not kidding. Only 2 times. 4 years, and it never rained in Vegas. Only 4 years. Being in Vegas for 4 years, only rained twice. I'm not kidding. Oh wow, that coffee's still hot. Ow! Just burned my tongue. Dang. Oh man, that hurt. Yeah, that's how hot Vegas is. Well, Las Vegas. It's in Nevada. It's crazy. Let's see if it now works for 15. Probably won't. Wait, what? It actually worked? No way! I didn't realize it was hot. Okay, I just microwaved. I thought that it cooled down a lot. No, well, it's my fault. Let's see. Uh, Hello, Margaret. 6428. Yeah, it's always just hot there. You know what? Let me do something real quick. Let me check what the temperature in Vegas is right now in winter. It's gonna be in Fahrenheit, but I'll convert it to Celsius, I guess. What is the temperature uh, in in Las Vegas? Right now, it's 63 out. Doesn't seem that bad. Let's see if I can change that to like fair Celsius. 17. 17 degrees Celsius in Vegas. That's Celsius. It's 63 in Fahrenheit for us. It's that's winter. We're in winter right now. It's crazy. And now I have to go back and go forward. All right. Let's see. It's not so cold, but at the same time, it's not like what Illinois is right now. Well, what Illinois is right now. It's yeah. Well, they never even get any snow. It's always sunny and cloudy for them. Never any snow. It's sad. Alright, this should strike 12, and we should be okay. 15 degrees Celsius. Let's see. 59 degrees Fahrenheit. Wow. Yeah. We do get some rain too, but not a lot as well. Let's see. Does this actually work? Oh, it actually kind of does. Man, I wish we did get a lot more rain too. Just not a lot of rain. It's because sometimes it's like it's sunny for a while, a week in our summer, and then it rains like once, and then back to just hot for a while in summer. Alright, let's get that gear back in. Please go back in. Oh, why are you giving me issues? No. There it goes. It went in. Well, kinda. I guess. No, it did go in. I do travel a lot. Never outside the States. Ow! Just hit. Ooh. Well, that's gonna hurt later. Oh well. I do travel. I've been to New York. I've been to California. I've been to Florida. Been to Arizona, Indiana, Wisconsin. Never really outside the States because I love being home a lot around my clocks because without me they don't run. I'm okay. Okay, let's just not break that. I'm kind of like their mentor, but also me yelling at them constantly saying is that I'm here because you work, and when I'm not here, you guys just don't know what to do with yourself. And I keep them in line basically. Yeah, a joke I say. Alright, this is probably the one clock where like the third clock I've worked on to where I thought this issue was gonna be so big, but it's actually just a small issue that actually worked out. I'm surprised. Oh, the case is over there. I mean, the only clock that could actually really run on its own and won't have any issues is actually the Howard Miller, the 92 Howard Miller, the one that's in my living room. That one, it runs perfectly without any issues. Just fine. I can leave that for a whole week. And I come back and just wind it. If I teach someone else to wind it, then that'll just be their problem. But unfortunately, it's my problem. So, yeah. There's morning there, it is night there. Yep, it is. And sometimes when it's night here, it's not and it's winter. Sometimes the clouds reflect light back, so it's not actually fully dark out. When you think dark, it's actually dark. Hello, I'm sorry, I can't say your username. if they are repaired, how do they stop ringing? Because they then have reoccurring problems to where, well, they slow down over a week. Then I have to rewind them again. That's an issue. If I could just wind it once and then it would just work, it would be so happy. Um, it kind of is. Down a little bit. Let's see. It kind of is a piano. I've actually played Westminster on a piano before. I'm probably gonna go back once. It's at my aunt's. Yeah, they do love attention. A lot of attention. That's why I don't sleep the best at night anymore. I got too many. Did the threads strip? No, they didn't. So many people ask how I sleep at night, and then they're like, they're like, how do you sleep at night? I'm like, I just leave a fan running in the background whenever I sleep. It does wonders. Spoon girlfriend? I don't know about that. I don't have a girlfriend. Did, but don't anymore. But then we'll talk about like relationship status here. Never. Because that's something that's private. Oh. Yeah. It kind of acts like it won. Well, let me check my battery. Let's see. 36. Okay. I don't got much time left before my battery runs out. Once it gets down to like the 10 digits, whatnot, then I'll kind of just wrap it up. No, you're okay. You're okay. Nothing was said wrong. Almost is. I have to reattach the long piece of the metal to the hammers. Then I gotta regulate it, get it beat. Then we'll be able to hear it run. Once that's to run it. I can tell it's way off. It's way off. Yeah, it's almost good. I just have to tighten them down, then it'll be good. Okay, my battery's running out. That's enough to hold it. Yeah, even the back door, it has a design. It's nice. I love these clocks. They're the oldest. Well, this one is the. Let's see. This clock is the third oldest in my collection. It's pretty old. Back door. It's I'm not really sure why it does. New Haven probably just thought something different with these clocks. A lot of the clocks that are like the striking movements, they don't have it. I had a 4 rod that I swapped into the Orleans, and it still had that. It didn't even have the back piece to it, the back door. What's my favorite clock? The 92 Howard Miller. The one that's over there. I can go look at that one in a minute. Once I get this one going. No, I did not hook it up correctly. Why is that my favorite clock? I'll show why it is my favorite clock. Oh, wait. Forgetting one thing. It needs to be wound before I do anything else. Alright. This is the key that came with my Orleans. It works perfect for this Midland. And these clocks, they do have code names. There's more work. How do I find parts if they're not manufactured anymore? Best thing, eBay. for uh shipping, and for the States it works great. I'm not really sure about international. So a lot of people don't even do international shipping, unfortunately, because it's just a really big hassle. Because it just costs a lot, unfortunately. It wasn't stuck. It chimed 12. So it says it wants to go see why the 92 Howard Miller is my favorite. I'll just show why. Here comes with me. Let's go. This clock right here is my absolute favorite clock. This is good. This is absolute favorite. It's my 92 Howard Miller triple chime grandfather clock. And over showing here is the movement. So I'll just demo it real quick. How do I repair it? This one I really don't repair. I kind of just, it just works. It worked from the beginning and it just keeps working. Most reliable clock I've ever had. It's pretty crazy. Yeah, thing is really tough, really beautiful. This was brand new when I got, well, not brand new from the case, but it was never like put together and used. Like this clock was never, all the pieces were in their packaging when they got it. The clock was unpackaged, so it is there's like brand new, no wear to it. That's why it's so brand new, so reliable. This was just $140 off Facebook Marketplace. It was so beautiful. I really love this clock a lot. This is my absolute favorite. That's why. I can now say I now have a favorite. Go ahead and bring this back. $136. No, in my eyes, that's 140. That's kind of expensive to me. It is that there's actual grandfather clocks that are listed for more than like $1,000. That's expensive for these, but they're the beautiful ones. So yeah, unlike cheap ones that I have, that are like should be less than 100 at best. On top of the design as well, it's beautiful. Glow up the moon dial. This is technically a moon dial. It's a moon. The church, probably a house, and the moon, and then a ship. The pendulum is pretty actually big. Actually, my hand next to it. It's pretty large. It's insane. That's why I see this as my absolute favorite clock. Is that I finished fixing all three of them. I will say that all three of them are not fixed, and I'll be able to. Maybe I'll do another stream about something else. Maybe about this one or something. But yeah, I really don't have much. Why did they stop making these? Well, this one it's a 92 movement. They still, I think they still make remanufactured movements somewhere. I don't know where, but people just fell out. It's like modern times now. Now in the digital age, like technology, everything, everyone just kind of wanted to leave these behind. But so many people, including myself, love clocks like these. They're just because I'm a young generation. I love stuff that's older than me, and this is way older than me than I actually am. It's really insane. But I really don't have much else to do for this stream because I don't know how long my battery's gonna last me. So, um, I might try doing another live stream about this, but I'm gonna keep posting um a lot more for the rest of the weekend and maybe next weekend or something. I'm not really sure, but I want to say to everyone who was watching this and did watch this, wants to thank you for watching this live stream.